But this is the part I think is the hardest to like fall into that theory. Because when she first, let's just say, becomes possessed, I realize she's not possessed. It's not evil. It's supposedly not a demon, anything like that. But
Yeah.
she's taken over by something. Like something's driving and she's in the back seat now. And when she first starts to interact, I would say all of her actions sound like Bear's thoughts. So she starts with, "Oh, my cat just died." That's Bear's thought. And now it's coming out of her mouth. So I think anything Bear is thinking is being projected onto Nikki. And then she's kind of confused. She's like, yeah, yeah. And you can tell she's just kind of struggling to figure out what to say and what to do. And in that moment, I think the thing that really seems the most logical to me is that Bear is fully controlling her at this point. So he says the cat thing. I think then he's thinking, wait, why did she say the cat thing? Maybe she meant something else. And then she switches and it's, I
Mm.
walked inside and my dad is sick. He's gonna die. That's kind of similar to what I just said with the cat, but I was just a little mixed up. Or it is the cat, and the cat is referring to her dad. This is where you got to follow me here. It's the cat controlling Nikki, and it thinks that Bear is going to die of cancer because Bear is taking the Oxycontin that his grandma was taking, which she took for cancer. That's the only thing I can connect it to.
That's deep, man. That's deep. Whatever you learned that, or whatever you came up with that, that's deep, man. I like that.
That's all me. Nobody else has mentioned that one yet. But I
When
think
I was seeing, yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could see that. I don't believe that, but I could see that.
it's a little bit of a stretch. But if we're gonna say that it's the cat the whole time, that would kind of make sense for where the story of the dad comes from. Because it's not Bear's
Interesting.
not really the cat's dad, but like it's the person that takes care of it like a dad.
Yeah, yeah, it's a fatherly figure. Yeah.
I mean, it has to
When
assume that if it's taking the same medicine, that maybe it's got the same sickness. I mean, from a cat's perspective, it doesn't really know what's going on. It's just watching things and trying to like piece stuff together.
when I was thinking about her appearing, right, being obsessed with him, every interaction is like her just trying to be with him because she's obsessed. So whatever she says is just leading to being with him. So whatever she's got to use, like she'll come up with a sick dad or trauma or whatever, just to have an excuse to either play on his weakness, on his kindness, and be with him. So I think she will manipulate anything from her personality, right? Her feminine charm to get with him. So I thought she was just really hustling on that. And that's where the jealousy comes in and everything.
Well, what if it's not just one thing, too? Maybe it's multiple things. Maybe it's everyone who's ever loved Bear in his life. Maybe part of it is himself. Maybe he's part of it because nobody loves you more than yourself. Maybe part of it's his cat. Maybe part of it's his mom. Maybe part of it's his grandma. And that's like
You
whatever
know,
this thing is taking pieces of people that love him.
now that you're talking to me about the cat, I could see where that'd be true, but I don't know if that's true necessarily because, further down, right? If we skip a little bit forward, when Nikki is asleep, right? The real Nikki speaks like, I was never with you, right? So somebody else, some other entity occupied her body. So actually, all of the actions are not Nikki, it's an entity,
And she
right?
wakes
Because
up.
real Nikki is trapped.
Yeah, she wakes up maybe for probably 5 times max. She first
Mm-hmm.
wakes up in the middle of the conversation they're having outside of the car, just
Yeah.
instantaneously. She's like, wait, what am I saying? Like, she just freaks out, but it's not like super scared yet because she's just experiencing it for the first time and it really hasn't had that much control. So she's like, oh, I'm just feeling weird. Maybe I've had too much alcohol. I'm sure at that point she's trying to like justify the behavior. But then as things progress and she starts doing things that she wouldn't normally do, that's where it's like really scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it was creepy seeing that scene when they were being intimate with each other
Oh, that one was
and
great.
yeah, where like her
Her
face is like dead, right? Yeah.
and coming from a standpoint of like you and I both know trying to like act one way and then completely switch your demeanor to be something else, it's not an easy thing to do. It's like you kind of have to get in your mindset of the character, and she not only gets in that mindset of like, oh, I'm in this intimate scene But now I have to snap and then go right back to where I was before about how I felt about him. And then now I'm displaying fear. I'm scared about what's going to happen. I'm scared about why I'm not getting control of my body. And she just does all of that instantaneously on the dime. Like it was so impressive how quickly she switched.
Yeah, that movie is disturbing on many levels, man.
I've seen an interview with her and she's like, I won't watch that scene. I hate it. Because I think she like feels it so much. Like I'm sure like
The
trying to
bed
get
scene,
in,
right? The bed
yeah,
scene,
trying to get
right?
into the
Yeah.
mindset of that. I don't know if it was that one in particular. The other one I could think that it is like when they're actually like having sex. That's another one that's like a pretty hard watch. But
That's the one that I was saying, actually. I was talking about the
sorry,
one where
that's
they were having sex.
yeah, I don't know if it was that one or if it was the one where they like start making out and then she kind of jumps.
Jumps out
Yeah, it's
into
just
her
like
real self.
and she like backs up real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that
sex
was
one was that was a pretty rough scene.
the sex one. That's the one that really creeped me out, because
Yeah, because she's lifeless,
she's acting like she's enjoying it, but then when you see her face, it's like just neutral, right? Neutral
yeah,
slash sad.
not having fun for sure.
Oh man, that's brutal. That is brutal. Like, I hope that never happens to you and me.
Don't make a wish.
Gosh, don't make a wish. Yeah. What other moments are there that we want to talk about? What stands out to you? What just jumps at you out of your head, out of your memory?
Okay, so let's talk about the memorial for the cat.
He shows up after work, right?
Yeah,
When does he see it?
she's got like a pillow and all this stuff around. I mean, she's made a literal memorial to this cat, and she's like, "Why would you put it in a trash bag? Why would you throw it away like trash?" Which goes more into like, why does she care so much about this cat? Why does, even if it's not the cat controlling her, why does this entity care so much about how Bear treated this cat?
Yeah, that was so freaky. I couldn't understand why was she attached to the cat, right? The attachment to the cat is obviously highlighted,
Well, and
right? I understand attachment to him.
she has very like cat-like behaviors too. So like she walks into his house and she walks into the kitchen and then smells and she's like, "Oh, it smells like you. It smells just like
Mm,
you." She does the same thing with the sweater when she's in the corner being creepy and he's like, "Why are you wearing my sweater?" And she goes, "Smells like you." And that's what cats do. The second you lay your clothes on the bed, the cats go and they lay on the clothes because they like being around things that smell like their owners.
you are the man who has 3 cats, so
I
I
have
take
three
your
cats,
word
I
for
would
it.
know. I've been training for this. But no, she's also like
Gosh,
over there kind of like with her little paws out and, cats watch you when you're sleeping. I mean, I don't think cats are quite as creepy as that. They're not usually sitting in the corner, with strange makeup on their face, but they're
that was
definitely
beautiful. That was beautiful shot because I didn't know. I suspected she was somewhere there, but I didn't know she was in that right corner,
I could
in the
tell she was
shadow,
in the corner, but when she starts doing all of her like vocalizations,
kind of moving. Yeah.
I at that time I didn't know about the makeup thing, the uncanny valley makeup that she has. I thought it was CGI. I thought they were like messing with her face or there was another person there or they were deep faking her or doing something. But the fact that they did that whole scene and it was just makeup, I was like, dang, that's crazy how well that worked. Like in the darkness, kind of like hiding those little things and just making her really unsettling.
Oh my God. Yeah. Scary, man. It's scary.
You're sleeping.
Yeah.